secure additional funding to pay for the entire mobility plan. So everything's on track. Our goal is to get this plan done by end of first quarter 2017. That will allow us to meet the deadlines for the second year of funding for the FAST Act, which I think is the goal of everybody here, to make sure that we've got our project or projects identified and that we're ready to put them forward for funding. So that's our goal, first quarter 2017, and again, that'll allow us to hit the funding cycle for next year.
What was the deadline for the commentary period?
It's September 6th. Yes. I would suggest that we get our comments in ahead of that, obviously. We also have access to FHWA, Federal Highway Administration staff, to give us some input on this, through our connections and the visits the county has made. Our friends in that agency are certainly willing to provide some assistance as we take a look at this document.
I'm sure Bruce and Jeff would be willing to assist you in any way.
Yep.
John?
And does the OEN Expressway included in this federal legislation, or is that part of your plan?
That's a good question, Tom. I doubt that it is, but since I just got this yesterday, I hadn't even looked at the designation. But what I'm going to do is prepare a list of the highways that are in Wiull County on this list, and that's our point of departure. So, but I don't know about the Oleana.
Does anyone have any other questions for John? Anybody? Thanks, John. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on into our resolutions. A lot of these are assisting our local townships. So, first one is confirming an award of contract to Tri-State Asphalt on May 18th, 2016, Florence Road District, County Board 6.
Second.
Move second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 2, confirming award of contract to Prairie Materials led on May 18th, 2016, Wilton Road District, County Board 6.
So second.
Moved and second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 3, confirming award of contract to P.T. Farrell led on May 18th for Monique Road District overlay on Harlem Avenue, County Board 1.
So moved.
Moved second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I got a quick question.
Corey?
Bruce, years ago, Cook County had talked to, I know the village of Frankfurt, I think they had also talked to us a little bit about some coordination to redo Harlem north of Stager.
Correct, between Stager and
Third. Right. And I know that's not ours there, but is there any, do you know of any other discussions since then?
I have not heard anything. They have not contacted our office since, boy, that's quite a few years ago when they were initially starting to talk about widening that section.
Right. Just curious.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
Because it was a big hullabaloo, and then and then nothing happened, and then I don't know, probably every other year I get a letter from the Cook County Commissioner. Just right next to, I forgot the commissioner's name because it's been a little while, it's been a couple of years, but I get a letter that we're going to kind of restart these these processes, and we'd like your support. This is the form letter. It's just a strange thing.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
It's in need of some work though, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
something, or if you can check that out recording.
Absolutely.
Well, if you just hear anything, yeah, that's fine.
Well, in fact, we have our quarterly county engineers meeting this Friday for District 1, and Superintendent for Cook County, John Yonan, he attends it, so I can ask him. Friday. If a question came up at a committee.
Every once in a while, we get questions from those folks who live on, in neighborhoods along Harlem, when that's gonna be done. You know, there was a lot of pushback from them, because for those on the west side of Harlem, in particular, it was gonna be quite a, you know, a pretty significant taking of a shallow lot anyway.
Right.
And on the east side, there was less concern.
Of course, then we had the area which Forest Preserve District has control on the earthen dam there
Right.
along by.
Your sock.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you. 4, confirming the award of contract to PT Farrell led on May 18th, 2016 for West River Road, Illinois Route 113 to Illinois Route 53, County Board 6.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 5, resolution for improvement by the county under the Illinois Highway Code for West River Road from Illinois Route 113 to Route 53, County Board 6, using MFT funds.
So moved.
Moved.
Second.
Second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 6, confirming award of contract to deconstruction led on May 18th, 2016 for Wilmington Peatone Road over Fort Creek, County Board 6.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 7, resolution for improvement by the county under the Illinois Highway Code for Wilmington Peatone Road over Fort Creek, County Board 6, using MFT funds.
So moved.
Moved in second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 8, authorizing approval of additional professional services agreement for design engineering services with Wiull Hoffman and Associates for roadway and permanent work on Cedar Road over Spring Creek using county's allotment of RTA funds, County Board 7. Questions? Is there a motion? Moved?
Second.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 9, authorizing approval of IDOT County Joint Agreement for improvements to Cedar Road over Spring Creek, County Board 7. Moved in second. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 10, granting temporary access permits for ConMed on Cedar Road and Old Chicago Road in County Board Districts 2 and 6.
So moved.
Moved.
Second.
Second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Bruce?
Not for this, the next two.
Okay.
If I could just make a quick comment, the next two resolutions are concerning a development in Moni. They're both the same development. One is allowing the village condemnation authority along our county highway, similar to what we did last month in the village of Manhattan. And the one previous to that is the development itself, and there's a staging agreement that we've got that'll be going to the board. There are individuals from the village of Moni here today, their council is here today, and the developer is here today. If there's any questions that the committee may have for them.
Well, who would like to address the committee and just briefly, on behalf of the developer, perhaps? Someone want to step forward? If you want to go to the podium and just basically outline the agreement number 11, we'll turn on your mic. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Dave Reefy with Seafried Properties. Thank you for the consideration. Seafried is looking to develop an 865,000 square foot warehouse distribution facility for an unnamed client. And this agreement will allow us to phase the roadwork improvements running along Moni Road along the entire length of the property. We're going to be constructing Moni Road improvements to facilitate the ingress and egress into this warehouse facility. And currently there's a need for more infrastructure there to accommodate the user. The road improvements will be done at the developer's cost as part of project cost. We've been working closely with Bruce and his staff to come up with the proper design guidelines. And I'm certainly not a technician here. We have our consultants who could talk to you about those guidelines, but I believe it's an SRA standard that we're constructing throughout the entire length of the property. There are some constraints in right-of-way in the western portion of our property after the main entrance to our facility. And because of those constraints, we've asked the county if we could phase the development whereby we would build the entire road cross-section throughout the entire length of our property. But in the western portion where we have the constraints with right-of-way, we can fit the road in there, but we don't have enough room for the entire shoulder. So we would build as much shoulder as we can, we put delineators up or a guardrail, and as soon as we're able to acquire that right-of-way, we'll come back and build that in phase 2. So that's what this phasing arrangement does, but it gives us the confidence and our client the confidence that there's going to be enough, that this roadway can proceed immediately to accommodate their needs. And then we can hopefully get this right-of-way underway in short order and complete the shoulder work that's necessary.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone from the village wish to address the committee? Bob, do you have something?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, let me get your microphone.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Do I have to press speak or?
You're on.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I would just like to thank the Village of Monee and then the engineer, county engineer Bruce, for keeping the commissioners informed on this project. And this project, I would like to speak in favor of this project. I think it's going to be a positive addition to Eastern Will County. So, and I'm very familiar with the piece of property and the roadway through there. So I think this is going to actually be an improvement on what's there now, existing. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, then, the resolution is directing the county executive to execute an agreement between the county and Seafried Industrial Properties for phased development site access at the southwest corner of Matt and Monee Road and Ridgeland Avenue. Is there a motion? Moved. Second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Will you show me the abstaining?
Okay. Motion carries. 12, authorizing the county executive to execute an intergovernmental agreement with the Village of Monee for the transference of eminent domain authority. Moved. Second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Yeah, will you show me the abstaining on number 12?
Motion carries. 13, resolution granting ingress and egress from New Lenox Gospel Hall on Galver Road, County Board 9.
So moved.
Moved. Second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, Bruce, it's Director of Transportation.
I have nothing for the committee today.
Nothing further? All right. And we won't be meeting next month, Bruce, is that correct?
That is correct. It's been canceled because of the July 4th holiday.
That is correct.
All right, so
Everything will go through executive committee.
can you speak a little louder?
Everything, all of the committees that meet on the first Tuesday will go through executive committee, the second of, what is it, July 7th, I
Okay.
believe. And then the actual meetings will be back in August.
All righty then. Okay, so if there's any business, it will go through the executive committee in the second week of July. There are monthly, excuse me, is there any cases from the state's attorney's office this morning?
Not on my end.
No, sir. Kent, none? Monthly work reports are attached. Ray, did you have anything you wanted to comment on? Eric, anything?
If there were any questions, I'd be here to answer.
Okay. All right, anyone on the committee want to address any issues this morning? Anyone from the general public wish to address the committee? I have no announcements, and we have no executive session, so we're in line for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you very much.